Resonator guitars. What's the deal with that? Turns out 100 years ago, when electricity was in its infancy, and we were all waiting around for electricity to be invented so we can have amplifiers and PAs, turns out guitarists still wanted to make their guitars louder. The orchestras had big drums in them and lots of horns. How are we going to be heard over that? Well, funny you should ask. Some bright young guitarist got the idea that if you took a wooden guitar, cut a hole in it, and put one of those old tin pie plates in, it would resonate better, and it certainly does. You will notice it also gives it a different tone. Gone were the warm tones of your dad's Martin guitar. Instead, you had a metal sound. But blues guys embrace that. Some people didn't like it. Blues guys embraced it. The metal gave it a harshness, and when you use slide with it especially, even better. Now, a genius came along and said, well, if it sounds louder with one metal pie plate, what if we make the whole stinking thing out of metal? And that's what they did. Very heavy guitar, but it's metal. This one is set up to play like a regular guitar, and it's tuned up in standard tuning. The one I had before had a higher nut, and it's used for slide, and it's tuned to an open tuning. Now, fun fact, Resonator is the type of guitar this is. Dobro is a brand of Resonator. What happened with the Resonator guitar is very similar to what happened with Band-Aids. Band-Aid is a brand name. There are all kinds of different manufacturers of adhesive strips to cover cuts and bruises. They're not all Band-Aids. So anyway, when you see one of these, don't mistakenly call it a Dobro unless it really is. This one is, and so is the other one. Another fun fact, you may recognize this riff. The Kinks' Lola starts out with a Resonator guitar. Yes, you can play that riff on another guitar and people will recognize the song, but nothing sounds like the Resonator when you're playing that. Final fun fact, if you're a Paul Simon fan, you may remember he had a song called Memphis, Tennessee, and the opening line starts out, the Mississippi Delta was shining like a National guitar. National is a brand, and that is exactly the guitar he was talking about. Anyway, thanks again. Let's look into more weird guitar stuff soon.
Riding in the back, watching 20 miles of railroad track disappear behind them like a poem that was way too long. While my dad tapped on a steering wheel and whistled an American song.